Welcome to the Marketer.co podcast, where we break down the strategies, tools, and insights you need to grow your business online. I'm your host, Nate Need, CEO of Marketer.co, and today we're tackling a question that's on the mind of every business owner diving into digital advertising. How much do PPC agencies charge for PPC management? Whether you're a small business owner just starting out with Google Ads or a seasoned marketer looking to optimize your ad spend, understanding the costs of PPC management is crucial. But let's be honest, navigating the world of PPC pricing can feel like decoding a secret language. Percentage-based fees, flat rates, hourly charges. What does it all mean, and how do you know you're getting the best value for your investment? In this episode, we'll break it all down. We'll explore the factors that influence PPC pricing, the most common pricing models, and what you can expect to pay depending on your business size and goals. Plus, I'll share some red flags to watch out for and tips on how to choose the right agency for your needs. So, whether you're considering hiring a PPC agency or just curious about how the pricing works, this episode is for you. Let's dive in. All right, let's start with the basics. Before we dive into pricing, it's important to understand what PPC management actually is. After all, you can't evaluate the cost of something if you don't know what you're paying for, right? So PPC stands for pay-per-click, and it's a form of digital advertising where businesses pay a fee each time someone clicks on their ad. You've probably seen these ads at the top of Google search results or while scrolling through social media platforms like Facebook or Instagram. But PPC is more than just setting up an ad and hoping for the best. Effective PPC management involves a combination of strategy, execution, and ongoing optimization. Here's what it typically includes. Campaign setup. This is where the foundation is built. A good PPC manager will research your target audience, identify the right keywords, and structure your campaigns for maximum impact. Ad creation. Writing compelling ad copy that grabs attention and drives clicks. This also includes designing visuals for display or social media ads. Bid management. Deciding how much to bid on keywords to stay competitive without blowing your budget. Ongoing optimization. Monitoring performance, tweaking ad copy, adjusting bids, and testing new strategies to improve results over time. Tracking and reporting. Analyzing data to measure ROI and providing clear reports so you know exactly how your campaigns are performing. Now you might be thinking, can I just do this myself? And sure you could, but here's the thing. PPC is both an art and a science. It requires a deep understanding of the platforms, constant attention to detail, and the ability to adapt to ever-changing algorithms. That's why many businesses choose to hire a PPC agency or specialist. By outsourcing PPC management, you're not just paying for someone to click buttons. You're investing in expertise, time savings, and ultimately better results. And that brings us to the big question. How much does it cost to hire a PPC agency? Well, that's what we're going to unpack in the next segment. Now that we've covered what PPC management entails, let's dig into the factors that influence how much agencies charge for their services. Because here's the thing, PPC pricing isn't one size fits all. It can vary widely depending on several key factors. Understanding these can help you make sense of the quotes you receive and ensure you're getting the best value for your investment. So, what are these factors? Let's break them down. 1. Agency experience and reputation. First up, the experience and reputation of the agency play a huge role in pricing. Established agencies with a proven track record of delivering results often charge more than freelancers or smaller shops. Why? Because they bring expertise, reliability, and access to advanced tools and resources. For example, a top-tier agency might have certifications like Google Premier Partner status, which means they've demonstrated exceptional performance and expertise. That level of credibility comes at a premium. On the other hand, a freelancer or newer agency might offer lower rates, but there could be more risk involved if they don't have the same level of experience. 2. Scope of work. Next, the scope of work is a major factor. Are you running a simple campaign on one platform, like Google Ads, or do you need a multi-platform strategy that includes Bing, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn? The more complex your campaigns, the more time and expertise they require, which drives up the cost. Additionally, some agencies offer extra services like landing page design, conversion rate optimization, or even full funnel marketing strategies. If you're looking for these add-ons, expect the price to reflect the additional value. 3. Ad spend budget. Your ad spend budget also plays a significant role in determining management fees. Many agencies charge a percentage of your monthly ad spend, typically ranging from 10% to 20%. So if you're spending $10,000 a month on ads, you might pay $1,000 to $2,000 for management. But here's the catch. Smaller budgets often come with higher percentages. Why? Because it takes roughly the same amount of work to manage a 1,000 campaign as it does a 10,000 campaign. Agencies need to cover their costs, so they may charge a higher percentage for smaller accounts. 4. Industry and competition. Another factor is your industry and how competitive it is. Some industries like legal services, insurance, or e-commerce are highly competitive, which means higher costs per click and more effort to stand out. Agencies may charge more for these industries because they require more advanced strategies and constant optimization to stay ahead of the competition. 5. Reporting and communication. Finally, the level of reporting and communication you expect can influence pricing. Do you want weekly performance reports, monthly strategy calls, or real-time access to your account manager? The more hands-on and detailed the service, the higher the cost. Some agencies offer tiered pricing based on the level of service. For example, a basic package might include campaign management and monthly reports, while a premium package could include weekly calls, custom dashboards, and dedicated account managers. So, as you can see, PPC pricing isn't just about the number of clicks or ads. It's about the value and expertise the agency brings to the table. In the next segment, we'll dive into the most common pricing models agencies use, so you can better understand how these factors translate into actual costs. Now that we've covered the factors that influence PPC pricing, let's talk about the different pricing models agencies use. Understanding these models is key to making an informed decision about which agency and pricing structure are right for your business. There are 4 main pricing models you'll encounter when shopping for PPC management services. Each has its pros and cons, and the best choice depends on your business goals, budget, and the level of service you need. Let's break them down. 1. Percentage of ad spend. This is one of the most common pricing models, especially for larger agencies. Here's how it works. The agency charges a percentage of your monthly ad spend, typically ranging from 10% to 20%. For example, if you're spending $10,000 a month on ads, you might pay $1,000 to $2,000 for management. Pros: it's scalable. The more you spend on ads, the more resources the agency can allocate to your account. It aligns the agency's incentives with your goals. They want your campaigns to perform well, so your ad spend and their fee increases. Cons: it can get expensive for businesses with large ad budgets. Some agencies may prioritize increasing your ad spend over optimizing for ROI. 2. Flat fee pricing. With this model, the agency charges a fixed monthly fee regardless of your ad spend. Flat fees can range from $500 to $5,000 or more per month, depending on the scope of work and the agency's expertise. Pros: predictable costs make it easier to budget. It's often a better deal for businesses with larger ad budgets since the fee doesn't scale with spend. Cons: it may not be cost-effective for smaller businesses with limited ad spend. Some agencies might limit the number of campaigns or platforms included in the flat fee. 3. Hourly rates. Some agencies or freelancers charge by the hour, typically ranging from $100 to $300 per hour. This model is more common for smaller projects, consultations, or businesses that don't need full-scale management. Pros: you only pay for the time spent on your account. It's flexible and can be a good option for short-term needs. Cons: costs can add up quickly if the agency spends a lot of time on your account. It's harder to predict monthly expenses, which can make budgeting a challenge. 4. Performance-based pricing. This is a less common but increasingly popular model. With performance-based pricing, the agency's fee is tied to specific results, such as leads, conversions, or sales. For example, they might charge $50 for every lead generated or take a percentage of your revenue from PPC-driven sales. Pros: it aligns the agency's incentives with your business goals. You only pay for results, which reduces risk. Cons: it can be harder to find agencies willing to work on this model. There's a risk that the agency might focus on short-term gains at the expense of long-term strategy. So which pricing model is right for you? Well, it depends on your business size, goals, and budget. If you're a small business with a limited ad spend, a flat fee or hourly rate might make more sense. If you're a larger business with a significant ad budget, a percentage-based model could be a better fit. And if you're looking for a results-driven approach, performance-based pricing might be worth exploring. In the next segment, we'll look at average costs for PPC management across different business sizes, so you can get a clearer picture of what to expect. Now that we've covered the different pricing models, let's talk numbers. What can you actually expect to pay for PPC management? While costs can vary widely depending on the factors we discussed earlier, I'll break down some average price ranges based on business size and ad spend. This should give you a ballpark idea of what to budget for when hiring a PPC agency. 1. Small businesses. If you're a small business or just starting out with PPC, your ad spend might range from $1,000 to $10,000 per month. For this tier, PPC management fees typically fall between $500 and $2,000 per month. At this level, you might work with a smaller agency or a freelancer who offers flat fees or percentage-based pricing. For example, if you're spending $5,000 a month on ads and the agency charges $57.50 for management, keep in mind that smaller budgets often come with higher percentages, so don't be surprised if you're quoted closer to 20% for a $1,000 monthly ad spend. 2. Mid-sized businesses. For mid-sized businesses with more established PPC campaigns, ad spend might range from $10,000 to $50,000 per month. At this level, management fees typically fall between $2,000 and $5,000 per month. Mid-sized businesses often benefit from more comprehensive services like multi-platform campaigns, Google Ads, Bing, social media, and advanced optimization strategies. Agencies might charge a lower percentage, around 10-15% for these accounts, because the higher ad spend allows them to spread their costs over a larger budget. 3. Enterprise-level businesses. Enterprise-level businesses with large ad budgets, think $50,000 or more per month, can expect to pay $1,000 or more for PPC management. At this level, you're likely working with a top-tier agency that offers full-service management, including custom strategies, dedicated account managers, and advanced reporting tools. For example, if you're spending $100,000 a month on ads and the agency charges $10,000 for management. While that might sound like a lot, the ROI from well-optimized campaigns at this scale can be massive. A quick note on freelancers versus agencies. It's worth mentioning that freelancers often charge less than agencies, sometimes as little as $300 to $1,000 per month for small to mid-sized accounts. However, they may not offer the same level of expertise, resources, or scalability as a full-service agency. On the other hand, agencies tend to charge more, but provide a team of specialists, access to premium tools, and a higher level of accountability. It's all about finding the right balance between cost and value for your business. So whether you're a small business dipping your toes into PPC or an enterprise looking to scale your campaigns, there's a pricing tier that fits your needs. But before you sign on the dotted line, there are some red flags you should watch out for. In the next segment, we'll talk about what to avoid when hiring a PPC agency. All right, we've talked about what PPC management involves, the factors that influence pricing, and the average costs you can expect. Now let's shift gears and talk about something equally important, red flags. When you're hiring a PPC agency, it's not just about finding the right price, it's about finding the right partner. And unfortunately, not all agencies are created equal. So what are the warning signs that an agency might not be the best fit for your business? Let's go through some key red flags to watch out for. 1. Too good to be true. Pricing. If an agency is offering PPC management at rock bottom prices, think $100 a month for full service management, that's a major red flag. Remember, you get what you pay for. Extremely low fees often mean the agency is cutting corners, using outdated strategies, or outsourcing your work to inexperienced freelancers. Ask yourself, how can they deliver quality results at such a low cost? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. 2. Lack of transparency. Transparency is crucial when it comes to PPC management. If an agency isn't clear about their pricing, processes, or what's included in their services, that's a problem. You should know exactly what you're paying for and how they plan to manage your campaigns. For example, if they can't explain their pricing model or refuse to provide a detailed contract, it's a sign they might not be trustworthy. 3. No clear reporting. One of the biggest benefits of working with a PPC agency is access to detailed performance reports. If an agency doesn't offer regular reporting or can't explain how they measure success, that's a red flag. You should expect clear, actionable insights into your campaigns, including metrics like click-through rates, conversion rates, and ROI. If they're not providing this, how will you know if your campaigns are actually working? 4. Over-promising results. Beware of agencies that guarantee specific results like, "We'll double your sales in 30 days." PPC is a powerful tool, but it's not magic. Results depend on a variety of factors, including your industry, competition, and budget. An ethical agency will set realistic expectations and focus on continuous improvement, not unrealistic promises. 5. No case studies or references. A reputable agency should be able to provide case studies, testimonials, or references from past clients. If they can't show you examples of their work or prove their track record, that's a red flag. Don't be afraid to ask for proof of their expertise. After all, you're trusting them with your advertising budget. 6. Poor communication. Finally, pay attention to how the agency communicates with you during the sales process. Are they responsive to your questions? Do they take the time to understand your business goals? If they're hard to reach or seem disinterested now, it's unlikely to improve once you've signed the contract. Good communication is the foundation of a successful partnership, so don't overlook this. By watching out for these red flags, you can avoid costly mistakes and find an agency that's truly invested in your success. But how do you choose the right agency? That's what we'll cover in the next segment, where I'll share my top tips for selecting a PPC partner that fits your needs and goals. All right, we've covered a lot of ground so far: what PPC management involves, how pricing works, and the red flags to watch out for. Now let's talk about the most important part: how to choose the right PPC agency for your business. With so many options out there, finding the perfect fit can feel overwhelming. But if you follow these steps, you'll be well on your way to partnering with an agency that can deliver real results for your business. 1. Define your goals. Before you even start looking for an agency, you need to know what you want to achieve with PPC. Are you looking to generate leads, drive sales, or increase brand awareness? Your goals will determine the type of agency you need and the strategies they should use. For example, if you're an e-commerce business, you'll want an agency with experience in shopping ads and conversion tracking. If you're a local service business, you might need someone who specializes in geo-targeted campaigns. Having clear goals will also help you evaluate whether an agency is a good fit for your needs. 2. Ask the right questions. Once you've narrowed down your list of potential agencies, it's time to dig deeper. Here are some key questions to ask during the consultation process. What's included in your management fee? How do you measure success and report on performance? Can you provide case studies or examples of past work? What platforms do you specialize in? Google Ads, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. How do you stay up to date with PPC trends and algorithm changes? Their answers will give you a sense of their expertise, transparency, and whether they align with your goals. 3. Evaluate their expertise. Not all agencies are created equal. Look for signs that they have the skills and experience to manage your campaigns effectively. For example, do they have certifications like Google Ads Partner or Microsoft Advertising Certified? Do they use advanced tools and technologies for campaign management? Do they have experience in your industry or with businesses of your size? Don't be afraid to ask for proof of their expertise. A reputable agency will be happy to showcase their credentials and past successes. 4. Check reviews and testimonials. One of the best ways to gauge an agency's reliability is by hearing from their past clients. Look for reviews on platforms like Google, Clutch, or UpCity. Pay attention to what clients say about their communication, results, and overall experience. If possible, ask the agency for references or case studies. Speaking directly with a past client can give you valuable insights into what it's like to work with them. 5. Consider the fit. Finally, think about the overall fit. Do they understand your business and industry? Do they communicate in a way that makes you feel confident and comfortable? Are they genuinely interested in helping you achieve your goals? Remember, this is a partnership. You'll be working closely with the agency, so it's important to choose one that feels like the right fit for your team and culture. Choosing the right PPC agency is a big decision, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. By defining your goals, asking the right questions, and evaluating their expertise, you can find a partner that will help you get the most out of your PPC campaigns. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. In the next segment, we'll wrap things up with a quick recap and some final thoughts. We've covered a lot in today's episode, so let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways. First, we talked about what PPC management involves, everything from campaign setup and ad creation to ongoing optimization and reporting. It's a complex process that requires expertise, which is why many businesses choose to hire an agency. Next, we explored the factors that influence PPC pricing, like agency experience, scope of work, ad spend, and industry competition. We also broke down the most common pricing models, including percentage-based fees, flat rates, hourly rates, and performance-based pricing. Then we looked at average costs for PPC management across different business sizes, from small businesses spending $1,000 a month to enterprises with $50,000 plus budgets. We also discussed red flags to watch out for, like too good to be true pricing, lack of transparency, and over-promising results. And finally, we walked through how to choose the right agency by defining your goals, asking the right questions, and evaluating their expertise. PPC can be a game changer for your business, but it's not something you want to dive into blindly. By understanding the costs, knowing what to look for in an agency, and avoiding common pitfalls, you can set yourself up for success. If you're ready to take the next step, I encourage you to visit marketer.co. We specialize in helping businesses like yours maximize their ROI with data-driven PPC strategies. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale your campaigns, we'd love to help you achieve your goals. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast for more insights on digital marketing, PPC, and growing your business online. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend or colleague who might benefit from it too. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll dive into what is the best formula for exact match anchor text in link building. Until then, keep optimizing and keep growing. This is Nate Need, CEO of Marketer.co, signing off. Take care and happy marketing.